Welcome to another edition of the Women's Basketball Insider here on the CMU Sports Zone. Matt Carney, joined by the head coach of the Chippewas, Sue Guevara. Coach, your senior sharpshooter, Nikki DiGiulio, had a huge game on Sunday, 8 for 12 from 3 for a grand total of 24 points. She picks up MAC West Player of the Week honors. Talk about her game on Sunday and what you saw from her.
Well, you know, Matt, I saw all her hard work paying off. She had not been hitting them as I would say not as many as she has in the past, and I know Nikki put in a lot of work before the game, doing some extra shooting on the gun, and you know what, it was just nice to see it pay off for her.
And now the focus shifts to what is quite possibly the biggest game of the conference season for your team tomorrow against Bowling Green, a rematch of the overtime thriller here at McGurk a month ago. How are you preparing for this one?
Bowling Green is their #1 in the East right now, and yeah, we had a really good game with them here in the McGurk, but I think you know as well as I do, one of the goals for practically every team in this country is to protect their home court.
And we saw in that first matchup you guys started slow before staging that epic comeback in the second half to force overtime. Now this time with the game being on the road, how important is it for your team to get off to a fast start in this hostile environment?
You know, there have only been 2 games, I believe, where we started out what I thought quickly, and that was against Akron and that was against Western Michigan. For some reason, we are starting out a little bit slow, and, you know, I've talked to the team about that. You know, sooner or later, that's going to catch up. And I know that, you know, we've been able to have some comebacks. There's always a fight in the dog. In an environment like we're going to play in, when you're playing against a really good team, you know, that it happened to them once. They're not going to let it happen twice.
And the final one for you today, Coach, as if this game didn't have enough storylines already, a win for you guys can clinch the first MAC West Division Championship game in school history. How awesome would it be to do it in the Stroh Center against Bowling Green?
It's a nice honor. You know, you guys always know more about the history and know if it's the first or whether it's the first or second. You know, Matt, I guess it's good for our program. But again, the focus all year is on the MAC tournament. We have a lot of games to play yet. So, you know, it's one game at a time. This game, yeah, it's going to be in front of maybe 5,000–6,000 people. It's against the #1 team in the East. But guess what, Matt? It's not the biggest game we're going to play. It's just another game.